I'm Tig, welcome to week 24 of me documenting my progress as a musician and guitarist. In this video, I'm going to share with you the best things that happened to me in 2025 musically, the surprising changes in direction that I didn't foresee and what they mean for next year, and exactly how much guitar I plan to play next year, among many other things. So with this video, it's the last one of 2025, so I thought I'd do a bit of a reflection. I've been thinking around this time of year, as most people do, what I'm going to do differently, what, if any, specific targets or goals or new habits, things like that, things I want to do less of, things that didn't work this year, and really putting it all together. So I thought this video, it would make perfect sense for me to share some of the things I'm going to do next year. So I've got three biggest wins from 2025. I've got three things I'm going to do next year, and within that, there'll also be some of the failures that led to those decisions. So with that said, let's get into it. My three biggest wins musically from 2025. The first one is doing an open mic night and sing on my own as a solo act. Honestly, it scared the shit out of me. Such a precious. And I don't. No, I don't, it's true. No, I don't. When anybody else but you. No, I don't, it's true. No, I don't. It was actually something I set out as a goal to do once in 2024, and then it got right to the end of the year. I realized I hadn't done it. Really tried to cram it in during the last couple of weeks, but it just didn't work. So it was something I did very, very early on in 2025. And yeah, that was a massive win for me because it was something that scared me, but I knew I kind of needed to do. You can't really be trying to be serious as a musician if you can't go and play live on your own with no one around you. And I mean, I did that just with guitar, but doing it with singing as well. You can be a serious musician and not necessarily sing on your own, but for me, it's something I felt like I had to break through. The second biggest win from this year, and it's in no particular order, just three big ones that came to mind, is releasing my own music, which I'm going to do. It's going to be out in 3 days, so on New Year's Eve, really just because I'm cramming it all in at the end of the year. At the start of this year, pretty much the only goal that I set in regards to music that was really, really defined and I really remembered, besides obviously doing the open mic night, which is kind of like catching up from the year before, was to release 6 pieces of music that I'd written myself, and which is also the first time I'd done this, or that I will do this, since being in a band a few years ago, which is also something that how can you claim to be a musician long term if you don't have any body of work out there on display? And for me, of course, I have bodies of work out there in a previous band, on social media, unofficially, but to actually have polished bodies of work that's completely mine out there on streaming platforms, something that needed to happen. So I'm really glad to be doing that. It's going to be out in 4 days. And then last but not least, the other big win that came to mind instantly would actually be starting this YouTube channel, which is a real random thing for me to be doing if I'd asked myself that at the start of the year. I really didn't think I'd be doing that. I had no plans to be doing that. And it really was born out of failing at short form content and to gain the amount of followers I wanted and to gain the traction I wanted to on Instagram and TikTok. I've been trying to post short form videos of me playing guitar since 2023. And it's safe to say that the numbers weren't what I wanted them to be after nearly 2 years of doing it. And I've been very consistent. I posted near enough daily, or like 6 days a week for the majority of the time. Then I took a break and tried a different style of content that took way more work and took way more effort to produce, and really went all in on doing that and started to gain a bit of traction compared to before I was gaining more followers around January, February this year. But I just didn't have the time to keep up for it. And by the way, if you're wondering what these type of videos are, I've left a link to one down below. Now, this started to perform better for me than the previous videos I was doing, but it was a hell of a lot more work and not something I could see myself doing long term. It was good to push the boat out, but it was a relief when I decided to go in a different direction. And I did that because I found that I just couldn't keep it up because, frankly, other things in my life were more important than the amount of time I was dedicating to creating that type of producer acting style video. And one of the things I thought I could keep up is a few hours a week on just documenting what I've actually got up to. Not going out of my way to create content for a weekly YouTube video, but just turning the camera on for the things that I'd be doing anyway. And then doing a little summary as I'm doing now. I can stick to that. I can do that, and it actually feels a bit more like me as well. So that's where the YouTube channel started. And 24 weeks later, I can say that it's still working for me. The amount of time I'm putting into it and how it feels to make it actually really does work for me. So something I'm going to continue next year. And yeah, big transition for me. Now, what about next year? What are some goals for next year? I've got 3 big ones that I'm going to share. The first one is to play 1 hour of guitar every single day without fail. And the reason for that is because, again, how can you be trying to master guitar when you can't even put in an hour a day? That's like really the bare minimum if you want to take it to the extreme, which I do. And although I'd love to put 4 hours into it a day and much other aspects of music, it's not the way I make an income. And most of the hours of my day is going towards that. But what's something that pushes me, that challenges me, that will make me a lot better, that will have me at least put in the amount of time I put in this year, but it'll end up being more, it would be playing guitar for an hour every single day. And of course, many days I'll end up playing for much more than that. But if I just keep that as a baseline, then I'll definitely do better than this year and probably the last year before that as well. And for me, I found that if I'm on a streak with something and I haven't missed a day in a set period of time, then I will continue to do it. So if I just don't miss a single day, then I won't miss a single day. The second one is to play my songs with a live band. Don't know how that's going to happen. Don't know where it's going to happen. Don't know who it's going to happen with. But hearing back some of the mixes of the tracks I'm going to release in a few days, it really got me realizing that I need to do them live. Not much more to say on that one, but that's a goal for next year. And then following on from that, the other one is just to release more music. It would be not useless, but like next to useless to go release some work and then just go like over a year without releasing any more, because then it's just a body of work that's not really growing. So I don't know, I'm not committing to any amount of songs or anything like that. Even if it's just literally release one thing, I just need to make sure I keep up the bare minimum streak of releasing something every year from now on. So that wouldn't even just be for next year, that would be for every year moving forward, really. That won't necessarily just be stuff completely by me. Who knows? Maybe it'll be collaborating with someone, a group, a band, I don't know, whatever, but to just keep releasing. And that is my overview summary. Of course, there's a lot of other things, but those are the biggest headline things of what I want to focus on next year. I hope you enjoyed. And by the way, thanks for watching this video or watching any of the ones you've seen, if you've seen the other ones. 24 weeks in now. And like I said before, this YouTube channel is really working for me. It's actually making me do more music on weeks where I've been busy, because I'm traveling in Asia right now and I might not have played as much guitar. I've done it because I know that I've been showing my picking progress. Or on weeks where I may have not been recording guitar parts of my songs as much, I did because I knew that actually the point of the video was going to be to show that. So this is really helping me. I hope it's in some way interesting for you as well. Hit subscribe so you don't miss what happens next year, and a very happy new year.